Hey you guys, it's your girl Jasminee Gee, and as you can tell by the title, this is Cooking with Jazz Chicken Alfredo. This will be my first time cooking chicken Alfredo. I'm not going by any instructions or by the book or anything. I'm pretty sure it's just how you cook spaghetti, so I'm just going off of that. Before we get this video started, make sure you thumbs up this video and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified every time I upload. Yeah, so let's get right into the video. As you can tell, I am going around the sink. I already pre-washed the sink. I'm just going around again, and I already washed my hands as well. Before I started rinsing off the meat, of course, I have already thawed out the meat. I had bought the shrimp and the grilled chicken from Harvey's. I don't have the packaging of what kind of shrimp I had got, but as you can tell, it's like the regular thawed, no shell or anything. Now for the chicken breast, I had got the Springer brand thin sliced regular boneless chicken breast. Now you're just about to see me rinse off the meat, just individually, just taking my time, just rinsing it off. Now before I start seasoning the chicken, I'm just going to cut the chicken into small pieces. I will be using this cutting board and this knife that I received from Target, but I believe I had bought it in a set with other utensils. Now, before I start cutting the chicken, I want to start having my oil heat up. So I will be pouring a little bit of vegetable oil into this pan because I'm going to be sauteing the meat per se, I believe. I'm just going to let that heat up while I cut the meat. Now, as y'all see, I am about to cut the chicken. I'm not cutting it any special way. I just turned it the long way and cutting it vertically. As you will see later on in the video, I will cut the meat into even more smaller sizes. Now that I have my chicken cut up, I have put it in this big old bowl. This is my seasoning bowl where I season all of my meats. I will be seasoning this chicken with regular ground black pepper and salt. You can get salt and pepper from anywhere. I particularly got this pepper from Walmart, as you could tell, great value, just pure ground black pepper, and then I believe I got my salt from the Family Dollar store. But it's just regular salt and black pepper. And the noodles I will be using for the chicken Alfredo is Mueller spaghetti and then the Ragu classic Alfredo. I purposely bought the spaghetti noodles because I thought it would be good cooking spaghetti, and then I went back to the store to get the Alfredo sauce. Now, this Alfredo sauce, I would say, is not very seasoned because, as you can tell, I season my meat very well, but the sauce itself needed some salt and pepper. So I don't think I will be buying the Ragu Classic Alfredo again. I'll probably just buy a different one or the Prego brand. Now this is the pot where I will be boiling the noodles. I'm just pouring water into a regular drinking cup into the pot. I'm not measuring the water I put in the pot. I'm usually a free cook. Like I don't look at the back of the box or like I don't look online or anything. I just go by knowledge of what I know because I used to look at the back of the box or just ask my mom, but I'm just used to cooking things that I just do it normally. And that's why I'm a very hands-on person. That's why I literally touch the noodles with my hands because as you can see it was much easier pouring into the pot than not touching it because then it just get crazy. But yeah, I just let this sit in, let the ends of the noodles that's in the pot already get softer so I could push the rest of the noodles down. I later on in the video I was potentially going to show the part where I pushed the noodles down into the pot, but my phone overheated, so yes, and that's what I'm recording on, and that's what I couldn't show that part because my phone overheated. It wouldn't let me record. Now that the noodles are boiling, I'm about to put the first batch of seasoned chicken into the pan. So now that I have the first batch in the grease and the noodles boiling, I am going to start seasoning my shrimp. I could have seasoned it with the chicken, I just didn't. I will be using the same seasoning. I will be using regular salt and pepper as I did with the grilled chicken. I would use the shrimp seasoning, but I feel like it was gonna make the shrimp even more crispier, and I didn't want a crispy type of shrimp. I wanted regular sauteed shrimp, so I just salt and peppered it and put it in the grease. Well, you will see later on in the video that I just put it in the grease with the chicken. Now I'm just checking on the chicken, just moving it around, flipping it, making sure all the sides are cooked. Now, this will be the part where I was going to show you guys me pulling the rest of the noodles into the pot. But like I said, my phone had froze, and this is like a little bit after I did it. You could tell it's a little bit hard on the other side, but not as much. But I fit all the noodles into the pot, so it's all boiling now. And now it is time for the first batch to come out of the grease. And don't judge me. Every time we go to the store, we always forget to grab paper towels. So I'm just using regular printer paper as my paper towel to absorb the grease as much as it could. And, and you can see how crispy the edges are, how I love my chicken to be. So that's the first batch. And this is the second batch of me putting the chicken and the shrimp into the pot. And this is the noodles, how it's coming about. It is very smoky. They're not done just yet. We got the spoon into the pot. But I had cut the chicken up even more, as you could probably tell. And then got this cooking. Just make sure it just, the first time, just flipping the meat over, stirring it, and let it just sit in one spot. And the noodles is like, I believe it's almost ready. I believe I had cut it down just a little bit. And I feel like I shouldn't have used the whole box of noodles. I feel like it was just too much noodles for lesser meat that I have. I'm just basically just draining the noodles. I'm going to keep a little bit of water in there because you don't want the noodles to be as dry. I was trying to show you guys how much water I had in there, but by now it was too less of it anyways. But yeah, this is how your noodles should be. Well, this at least is how I like it to be. But like I said, the pot was still very hot and it absorbed the water that was left in it. So you will see me later on put some more water in the pot. I'm just dumping the first batch of chicken in there. And now it's about time to get the second batch out of the grease. And you will see me do that. Take those out. Drain the grease from the spoons as I did not use a spoon with the holes in it. Just draining out on the side. And you will see me cut up this batch a little bit. And now you see me cutting up meat in this batch that is a little bit too big. Just cut them up a little bit smaller so it'll be easier to. Now that I have all the pieces chopped up to a decent size, I am just dumping it in the pots with the rest of the food. Now that the pie had literally absorbed all the water that was left inside the pie, just took a little bit more water to pour it in there so it won't be dry. And this is where I pour the ragu sauce into the pot. And a trick that I had learned from my mother, that if you needed some more sauce, just pour a little bit of water back into the container and shake it up, and there you have some more sauce. And technically, I will consider this the hardest part ever, is stirring everything together. This is like so much arm work that I just tell Vontae to do it. And voila, here you have it, a classic chicken Alfredo with shrimp. This is the finished product. It was good, like I said before. The sauce needed some more taste to it. I added a little bit more salt and pepper because the sauce was kind of plainish, I guess. But besides that, everything else was good. So, loved it. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you thumbs up this video if this was helpful. Let me know in the comments. If it wasn't, let me know as well. If you'd like to see other videos like this on my channel, Cooking with Jazz, let me know also in the comments. And let me know what other meals you would like to see me cook as well. Make sure you check out my website, Luxury Cases Design, my Shopify.com. I am having a back to school sale, so make sure y'all check that. And make sure you follow me on all my other social media. Those will be linked down in the description box as well. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.